garden update. Let's catch up. All right, y'all. Let's catch up really quick. I know this is so bad. I've been so horrible with uploading and keeping everyone updated on this year's garden season. But let me tell you, it has definitely been busy. We have had company. I've gone out of town for a few weeks. But nevertheless, we have been blessed with an abundance of produce this year. Seriously. Now look at my tomatoes, y'all. Look at this. They are at the end of their lifespan. But when I tell you I have been able to produce almost 200 pounds of tomatoes. And that was my goal. I reached my goal. Look at this. The beautiful tomatoes. But this is, part of gardening. This is the end of the season. So, yeah. Up early in the morning. But over here, this is the end of the life of one of my pepper plants. Yes, it is. These are my Ajvarsky, but I've harvested so many peppers, y'all. So many. Behind me, this was, turn around, girl. These were all tomato rows, all 4 of these. But while I was gone, Mr. Boots pulled all of the tomatoes because, again, they were at the end of their life cycle. And he replanted a few things to try to get a quick little harvest off of some stuff. So let me just update you on that. These are purple whole peas. They grow really good here. And in between, you guys know, here's my basil. I gotta come out here and plant or harvest my basil. I do my basil in between my tomato plants. And they are just about ready for me to go ahead and pull some more basil. This next row, I believe he put cucumbers here. Don't make me lie. He did all of this when I was gone, y'all. I just love that man. He just makes it happen. Makes it happen, honey. But this big old thing right here, this is an African basil. Now, this is me, always trying to do something. Look at my zinnia. We got a lot of cleanup to do out here. A lot of cleanup. But this is my African basil. Does not taste like the Genovese basil. Doesn't have a very strong basil flavor. But if you could see how big this plant is over 2 feet tall. I think these are cucumbers. Don't make me lie, y'all. Don't make me lie. More basil. I can hop over this row. Now, we did pull some of our suckers off of our tomato plants and replant it. Just experimenting because, online will tell you, hey, you can get another bout of tomatoes if you plant those suckers. So guess what we're doing? We're planting the suckers. If we get tomatoes, all praises. If we don't, it's okay. Like I said, I have a whole lot of tomatoes in the freezer that I have to process. Here's more basil. Here we have more tomato suckers. Okay, wait, I lied. I think this row back there, that's the cucumbers. And that row is zucchini, I think. Don't make me lie. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Look at this basil, y'all. Oh my gosh. And it smells so good. Quick update. I'm gonna insert, because all season long, even though I haven't made videos and posted them, I have been taking little videos and little pictures, and so I'll post those in the videos somewhere. I don't know, I'll insert them somewhere so that you guys can see this wonderful lush garden in its glory, because it was really beautiful. It was just a really busy season. The heat was whooping my butt, so much so I'm like, I'm not coming out here in this heat and recording a video. If I came out here, it was to work, and Yeah, make it happen, make it happen. Our pepper row. Hot pepper row. We have gotten an abundance of hot peppers. So these are my cayenne. I've gotten so many cayenne, I've been dehydrating them. What is this? Okay, I got a bell pepper mixed in with my cayenne. Dear Lord. Look at these little suckers. Can I get them on? They have taken over. Yeah, bye. Bye. Gone. Get. So disrespectful. Get out of here. Get out of here. Jalapenos. Now these pretty things, I'm gonna show you guys these in another video. These things are so prolific. Like, oh my God, I have so many of these peppers that I've been harvesting all season and bringing them in. So if you guys are looking for a hot pepper that just produces phenomenally, this Buena Mulata is for you. I'll grow it again, but I will not grow as many because we really don't eat hot peppers like that. There's only so much hot sauce you can make. But if you're looking for a very prolific plant that will produce a lot of hot peppers for you, and they're really pretty to look at, here you go. They start off purple, and then they turn red. Red, you're dead. Red is hot. It's hot, hot. Purple is hot. Depending on where your heat tolerance is, purple is hot. Okay? Let's go over here. Oh, we got a lot of cleanup to do out here. A lot. My sunflowers did great. My little sunflower experiment. They're at the end of their life cycle. I wanted to see if I can grow sunflowers in a pot, and I did. Look at this pepper. Okay. So over here, these are more Ajvarskis. I told you these are in rotation every year. Hands down, 10 out of 10. I'm always growing these peppers. Some of them have started to ripen, turn red, but I have brought in so many peppers this year. It is insane. I've just been cutting them up, bagging them up, putting them in the freezer. Peppers on demand, let me tell you, it's a whole nother level. You take one day to knock these projects out. Like, these zinnias are so disrespectful. These were all volunteer zinnias, and they have just taken over this pepper row. These were my Jimmy Nardellos. Again, Jimmy is always in rotation with me. With me, baby. Peppers on top of peppers. I need to come out here and pick these. My banana peppers. All along this row are peppers. This gate. Okay. Look at this. Y'all see this? This vine? You see this? This is not a pepper. No. This is this disrespectful loofah that has grown all the way from down there. Loofah. We'll get to the loofah. But you gotta go. You just grabbing on the stuff. Oh, girl, go. Which row is this? These are either, I think these are Ozark Giants. Again, at the end of their life cycle, these will be pulled. Look at these flowers. They have taken over. And these were all volunteer. That's the crazy part, right? So I tried to plant zinnias twice. I planted zinnia seeds twice, and they did not grow whatsoever. But I started getting volunteer zinnias popping up everywhere. We let them go to seed. Not gonna do that again. And they're just taking over. They're taking over. We moved some as much as we could, put them in different areas, and they did okay, but they just kept popping up. Not doing that again, because again, I can't get in these rows. Got a few more peppers. They're all coming to the end of their life cycle. But let me show y'all this really quick, okay? You see this? This is a pretty big walkway, right? So remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised beds that we had our garlic and our, oh, look at that, Mom. Y'all, I don't have ADHD. I'm for real. 5 beds that we had our garlic and our onions in, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna plant some yams, some sweet potatoes. They have taken over, y'all. Like, there is a sea of sweet potatoes. I can't even see this is in between the beds, the walkways. I cannot get in there whatsoever. These things have taken over. Can't wait to see how many sweet potatoes we end up with. Okay, let me come over here. Oh, look at this. Here I go again. Squirrel. Okay. Now, this is the world's tallest sunflower. I put it in the back of that bed. Just one random sunflower seed. And I promise you this thing grew to over, I don't know, maybe 12 feet, probably taller than that. And yeah, look at one of the leaves compared to my hand. Like, this thing was massive. It was huge. That stalk is ridiculous, y'all. At the end of its life cycle, it just kind of just fell over. Look at this. Got a lot of cleanup to do. You hear my rooster? Disrespectful. These are all, I promise you, the bed ends over here. And this is vine all the way out over here. You ain't got no business being over here. Like, seriously. My herb corner. My mullein experiment. It did wonderful. I had 2 bags of mullein. Got to come in here and do a lot of cleanup work. This is stevia. Okay. I had an echinacea plant, or didn't do too well. Didn't get a flower, but got a lot of leaves. My oregano is ready to be harvested again. I've already had 1 good harvest out of this. Time to pull some more. Rosemary. Okay, so I'm gonna harvest my rosemary. Last year when I did my rosemary, I dehydrated it and it just didn't maintain its color, didn't maintain the smell or the flavor. So I saw on YouTube University where if you freeze it, you know, it maintains the color, the integrity. Oh, here comes a butterfly. Move, butterfly. So that's what I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna freeze this rosemary. Yeah, all of my herbs are pretty much at the end of the life cycle. I've already harvested the sage, the lemon balm. These are all mint plants. Here's my time with, I'm telling you, I gotta do some weeding with weeds. I've already got good harvest off of all of this already this season, but this is giving me another round, so I'm gonna take it. Okay, I'm gonna go over to zone 2 and give you an update over there. I have to water these pepper plants in these bags. That is one of the things about these grow bags. You have to water them, and if I don't water them, I'm gonna be in trouble. All right, give me a second. Okay, really quick, really fast. These loofah are looping. They have gone around the corner and down the street. Really, really quick. Yes, these loofah have done their thing once again this year. Yes. But again, they've managed to go all the way down there. They will find out. If you grow loofah, just know they will take over. Yes, I'm watering. All right, give me a second. Let me get this watering done, like I said, before I get in trouble. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all remember these buckets or not, but these were the buckets that we had our potatoes growing in. We got a wonderful harvest off of our potatoes. Then, as soon as the potatoes were harvested, Mr. Bruce was like, hey, let's throw some green beans in here. We have been able to harvest an abundance of these. I think these are Kentucky Wonder green beans. But like when I tell you, Prolific. We have been harvesting so many green beans off of these plants. I don't even know what these buckets, how big these buckets are. I'm not sure, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 10 of these big, huge buckets full of green bean plants. Again, these plants are coming to the end of their life cycle, but we just harvested a bunch just the other day. Not sure what I want to do with them yet. I don't know if I want to can them just like regular green beans or try my hand at dilly beans. I've never had them, but I've seen them online and they look like they can be good. I don't know. You know, some people are like, oh, it's so good. You have no idea if it's good or not. Then you make it and you like, who raised you? This is gross. I don't know, right? I gotta try it. I can't knock it till I try it. So I think I'm gonna try my hand at some dilly beans to see. Yep, my disrespectful rooster. We had 2 roosters left out of our big rooster processing day. At one point we were up to 11 roosters. We processed 9, kept 2, and yeah, they've been in there doing their job. Let me just say that. So while I was gone out of town, you know, listen, let me just say, homesteading is not easy, but is it worth it? Absolutely. I will say that, but it definitely takes a village. So while I was gone, you know, my son, he picked up the slack and he was helping his dad out as much as he could. You know, he took on the chicken chores, taking care of the meat chickens as well as our egg layers. Well, lo and behold, Mr. Boots comes out the other morning to clean out the chicken coops. We have 2 coops. Now, follow me, right? 2 coops. My son's job was to collect the eggs every day from both coops. So, fast forward, Mr. Boots comes outside and he's cleaning out the chicken coops and he hears a chirping sound. And he's like, what the heck is that? Right? He goes and checks. There's a whole baby chicken there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, after I got over the initial shock that my crazy broody hen she hatched out 2. One of them didn't make it, but one of them, oh, it's so cute. Oh my God. After I got over that initial shock, I'm like, wait a minute. Why are there so many eggs in here? Number 2, it takes 21 days to hatch out. I'm like, oh my God, son, you weren't collecting the eggs? He's like, well, I collected them out of that coop, but not that coop. And I'm like, well, hey, you hatched yourself out of chicken. Yeah. So he hadn't checked eggs for about 3 weeks. I mean, I was wondering when I came home, I'm like, where are all my eggs? And he told me, he was like, well, that's all that I found in the coop. I'm like, oh, so I'm stressing, wrecking my brain. Like, why are my girls not laying? Why are they not giving me my eggs? Yeah. My baby was only collecting eggs out of 1 coop. It takes a village, definitely takes a village. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Look at this. I got a lot of weeding to do, y'all. A lot. This is my lamb's ear. I have to come in here and weed by hand. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of maintenance we have to do. Scroll over here. I think I have the world's longest water hose, y'all. Here's one of my comfrey plants. This is actually my best comfrey plant. So I did, I'm always doing something. I wanted to do a little bit experiment this year because the comfrey that we already had that I planted last year, that was the true comfrey, the comfrey that grows from seed, right? This is that comfrey right here. And so this year I ordered those comfrey cuttings from Billy at Permapastures just to see if there was a difference between the true comfrey and the Russian comfrey. Once I get all these weeds out of here, you can really see that this Russian comfrey, not only is it bigger, it's greener, it's more lush. Not for nothing. This is doing its stuff. But dear Lord, this one, yeah. yeah, a lot of weeding that we have to do. A lot, a lot, a lot. Definitely takes a village, y'all. Anybody thinking about homesteading, like really, really take that into account. You know, if you like taking vacations or things along those lines, you have to make sure that someone is there to pick up the slack while you're gone. All right? Or you'll come back to, look at that bug. You'll come back to a coop full of baby chicks. Not for nothing, not for nothing. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. Now, these are my peach trees. These things, this is year 3. Finally gave us peaches this year. We have a few of them over here. We have about 4. Finally gave us peaches this year. I was not here when it was time to peach harvest. Well, harvest the peaches. Come on, girl, get it together. But when I tell you, my man, my husband, Mr. Boots made it happen. When I tell you, he brought all of those peaches in. He peeled them, cored them, got them all nice and frozen and bagged up for me. I'm like, I just love that man, y'all. I do. I love him. He makes it happen. Seriously. But yeah, we were blessed with peaches this year. Okay. Let me take you over here. Oh, it takes a village, y'all. It takes a village. This is a raised bed that has just been overgrown by weeds, y'all. This is where I had my leeks, my tomatillos. We've already harvested all of this stuff. Tomatillos and my ground cherries. Look at this. Oh, we have to come back here and do a lot of work. A lot of work. It definitely takes a village. Definitely takes a village. Okay, zone 2 update. This is our hay bale experiment. And yes, even though it kind of looks a little sad right now, it was a very successful experiment. Let me say that again. I'm going to show you guys when it was at its prime, but we're coming to the end of the season. Cushaw, check. Yes, we got Cushaw. Butternut, yes, we got butternut. So much so, this stuff, let me come around here, is growing outside of the fence. Come on. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look at that, butternut everywhere outside of the fencing. Alright, look at that. But yes, was it successful? Very much so. Very much so. Let me come around here. Got butternut all in there. See, now here, what we did different this year that we didn't do last year is we installed drips. Because once this started vining out and growing everywhere, it was impossible to get in here. Will you stop it? We got a watermelon growing outside of the fence. Got a few more Cushaw hidden in there. Let me come around here. The grass is high, y'all. Bear with me. I don't want to run into what my daddy calls a no-shoulder. Let me come around here. Look, this is Mr. Boots doing. So he thought it would be a good idea just throw zinnia seeds out in the middle of nowhere just to see what they do. Oh man, look at this. Oh. Hey friend. Hey. What's up? All right, you gotta go. This is my BBL watermelon. It grew outside of the gate. Got a couple more watermelon over here too. But yeah, this was actually a success. And we will definitely do this again. I will say that hay bales require a lot of water. And if you plan on doing it and you don't have a lot of time, go ahead and install some drips. Because yeah, once that heat of the season kicks in, it's going to be close to impossible to stand out here in that heat and give these hay bales as much water as they need. Now, when we came in, we put down cardboard, covered that with straw. Why am I calling these hay bales? These are straw bales. Yep, there is a difference. Yep, I'm all over the place. It's getting hot. I tried to get out here before it got too hot to get my chores done because, yeah, that heat and me, no, we're not friends. We're not friends at all. But yeah, we've been blessed again this season. Again. Here's another watermelon. Look at that. Are those ready to go? No, the tendrils are still green on that one and that one. So these are not ready. But yeah, I'm so excited. If you guys are planning on doing this, like I said, they require a lot of water. These things require a lot of water. Install you some drips. We have drips set up all throughout zone 1 and zone 2 and soon to be zone 3. That's coming. It's coming, I promise. But we do have a lot of stuff in buckets. You know, we try to maximize all of our growing space. We do have stuff in buckets and in grow bags that has to be watered. Oh, this is so pretty. That has to be watered by hand. So take that into account too. You know, how you're growing your food. Are you going to grow it in buckets, in grow bags, in ground, in raised beds? You know, work out your grow method, what you want to grow, and how to grow it. Like, do your research. Don't just think you're going to throw some seeds in the dirt and ta-da! You have this beautiful garden. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's a lot of work. But what you put in is what you get out. All right, y'all, it's getting hot. I gotta get in the house. Yeah, but I promise I will keep you guys posted. All right.